When the VA is going through your claims file to rate your disability, determine service connection, it's kind of like a needle in the haystack. And the VA clearly does not make it easier on themselves with their ridiculous forms and all of these various processing rules. I want to make this video today to talk about what the veteran can do or what the veteran can not do to improve their chances at an ultimately favorable outcome. If you're looking for a needle in the haystack, the last thing you want to do is to make the haystack bigger. What I mean by that is, in the context of VA disability, you have to know what evidence to submit and what evidence not to submit. The VA really doesn't care about certain things when you submit them. So let's talk about the evidence you should submit. If you have private treatment records, those you should submit. And what I mean by private treatment records are records from non-VA healthcare providers. So if you go get your healthcare, you get your healthcare from doctors that aren't part of the VA or the Department of Defense, get those records, submit them with your claim. Statements in support of claim that speak to the issues at hand. How these problems started. When did your knee pain start? How does it impact you? When did your back pain start? When did your sleep apnea start? When did your spouse notice your sleep apnea first? These are all good things to put down on a statement in support of claim. There's a little bit of structure required, but again, important information that you can put onto a statement in support of claim to help your case. Buddy letters, too, can be helpful. Was your buddy on that ruck march where you fell out because you broke your ankle when you stepped on a rock in the middle of the night because they decided to do a nighttime ruck march on a bumpy road? Great. They can be of incredible assistance in writing a letter to support that incident happened, or that they observed you sawing logs while you were on a field training exercise and gasping in the middle of the night to substantiate, that maybe you had sleep apnea then, maybe you have sleep apnea now. Again, buddy letters can be incredibly helpful. They can also write about the symptoms that they see you have. Maybe you've been complaining about your knee ever since you were in the service, and they are a witness to that. If your doctor wants to write you a nexus letter, again, we can talk about what should be in a nexus letter, but if a doctor has an opinion on why your symptoms are the way they are or what caused your current condition and it helps your case, great. If your doctor's going to write that, you can submit that as well. If you have another nexus letter from an independent medical provider who's going to review all your records and spit out a report as to determine what the background of this condition is, great. All these things are great. And there are other categories of evidence that are great too. What doesn't help are things like finding Board of Veterans Appeals decisions and submitting them to the VA. Those really don't help. Several pages of Word documents. And quite frankly, it's not your case. It doesn't have anything to do with your case. Yeah, the law might be similar. Board of Veterans Appeals decisions are not binding on the agency for other cases. And the other thing is that the agency relies on the M21 and less so case law. So submitting a BVA decision back to the VA on a case that's not yours is not going to actually help you. It's just adding to the haystack. Also, you're going to be asking the VA for potentially a lifetime of monetary benefits. Make it easy on them. Make the medical records easy on them. Don't just take pictures of your medical records and upload those. Go get them scanned into PDF, into a nice document, organized, and submit that. Same with a headache diary or these documents. If it's in PDF, it's better, because then the VA can go through and really organize it and review it and find what they need to find, assuming they're going to do that. But taking pictures of your medical records, again, the formatting is off. It's one document at a time, and it creates these massive files that the VA is just going to have a really hard time looking through. And again, you are increasing the size of the haystack. Another thing that we see people do, constantly filing supplemental claim after supplemental claim after supplemental claim, changing theories of service connection, and just trying to approach different theories of service connection from different angles. If you have a new theory of service connection that develops during the course of the case, that's one thing, right? But if you're filing it with just new theories of service connection and maybe just a little bit more evidence, you're better off determining a couple theories of service connection and really getting the evidence you need for those, getting it together, and filing that claim with the evidence you need to support the claim. Because what winds up happening is that you file supplemental claim after supplemental claim, your file just grows and grows and grows, and you don't make a whole lot of progress. And sometimes you just need to put the evidence together, organize it, and see that claim all the way through. It can take some time, it can take a couple different exams, but just throwing stuff at the file, hoping it works, is not the answer. You have to be precise. The more evidence that's in the file, more evidence is not better necessarily. It has to be the right evidence. It has to be the right evidence that speaks to the very issues that need to be answered so the VA can actually do their job. Don't increase the size of the haystack, increase the number of needles. It's important to be disciplined in this process, be methodical, plan it out, submit the right evidence, and if you don't get the right decision, work from there. Or call us and let's see if we can help you on your appeal. So with that said, if you've tried and you've been denied, or if you've been underrated, reach out to us and let us see if we can help. Until next time, take care.